Hey y'all, how are you doing? This is Latanya. Um, Thank you for subscribing to my videos. Once I have done so, thank you for following me. Thank you for subscribing. Y'all kind of blew up the other videos. I appreciate every single last one of them. Today I submitted myself to a contract. Was not intend to, but the money is coming up a little bit. So therefore, there is a few little things that's coming up. That's what I gotta do. I gotta call her or text her. Some of them coming up right about now. And again, I think I made a video before. I'm trying to get a contract in the state that I want to go in, not the state that I live in. Okay. I think sometimes when we trying to get a contract in a state that we really want to go into, and somebody said the money is not looking good, they don't want to get you there. They want you to stay in the same state. But when you go to another company and you ask for the same state, they'll give it to you because the money is right. For all that been said is that it's always better to shop around, see who actually have the contract that you are actually looking for. Again, I did make a video about this. I want to have a contract in the state that I want to go in, not the state that I live in. Okay, even though there's no problem in the state that I live in, but it was just a whole point. I want to see a different vendor. I want to see something different. Okay, I already know how to work in this state I'm living. In other words, most of the contracts that's up that way have no problem. Yeah, I'm close to home, but I'm gonna see a different view, okay? But then too, when you shop around and you kind of like compare the contracts a little bit, somebody always gonna pay you more than the contract that you think you're going to have. So when you mention about it, somebody act like they can't overdo the math, so you kind of speak up on it. You think we can take this off and give me this, or can we and then it was like, oh, we got to see what the facility said. So it's always like an excuse, or you don't want to come more out your pocket. Yes, it's spring, almost about springtime, so the money should be a little bit exactly where it's just supposed to be at, a little bit higher than what it is. Yes, we're not in the COVID, but still, some facilities still have that, and some facilities not gonna tell you if they do have it or not. But in the mix, I did sign myself for another contract. This company that I applied with, well, these two companies that I applied with, one of them, I submit myself when, like the second week of March. Can you tell me why I still have not heard anything? Usually when I submit myself in a contract and everything is already there, so all that I have to do is just upload everything, I would get a response back in 24 hours. This next day or in 24 hours. No later than 48 hours. It's always been 2 weeks already. So when I text them, and man, making something bad, my recruiter is not communicating as much like he's supposed to be. Like there's some gaps of communication. If I upload texts, you will see some gaps, like the days of no communication. Like there's no communication at all. This other one that I submit myself to, it was like she was keep asking me for the same paperwork or the same document. So it was like I was getting real irritated. Like really so irritated. Like, you already have that paper. I sent it to you 4 times. It's in the same email that you just sent me to. At the bottom of the email. Oh, can you put it top? No, I can't. Just scroll down. When you submit something or you add attachment to an email, is whatever where the link is, it is not going to go always to the top. It's always going to go to the bottom because there's something right there. Like there's a paragraph. It ain't go there. So I submitted myself to that contract. Wait to hear something back with them. I submitted myself to another contract. I'm for calling this other company too because I really want to go to the state and they have the money the contract that I want to go into. if it's not full. And I'm like, that's another thing too. Mostly when you submit yourself for these contracts, some of these contracts are go by so quick. Like the last one that I submit myself to before this one I submit myself to, it was open maybe 30 minutes. And this recruiter, you could tell they was moved. So cause I submit everything. I gave you everything, like all my documents already. But again, it's the speed of the process kind of move a little bit slow. And then you want me to do this checklist. You want to add that to that. You want to do all that. We could have did all that while you was communicating with me. You know what I'm saying? At the moment when you trying to get to some that contract, you need a skills checklist. So it's 16 pages. All you have to do is gotta hurry up and get the clicking away, and then you get that text the next day or the night before business hours close. Oh, that contract was closed. Okay, so now you have to move on. Again, there is a lot of contracts that are coming up a little bit. Right about now, I need to work on California. Because California is where the money at somewhat. California is where the money at. Maine, I have my Maine. I gotta see when it's Maine. I want to go to Maine and California. I always was trying to look for a Tennessee or a Georgia or Kentucky contract as well, but they ain't talking. They ain't even knocking at the door. It's like, y'all don't need him either. It's more of the West Coast, not the East Coast. Need help. I know California need help. And there's another one too. I know it's California, and then Alaska and Hawaii. Oh, Minnesota is another one, so I have to work on Minnesota too. I have Minnesota. I think I need to renew it. Yeah, I need to renew it. I sure do. I just need to renew it. I need to hurry up and renew that one, because that was like an iffy. Minnesota, Michigan, California, Florida, Alaska, Hawaii. Them are the states that's real needy at the moment. Of course, Wisconsin. But for Wisconsin, as I've been seeing, it's like too many people trying to get in that same part of Wisconsin. The biggest one was Sheboygan or Appleton. Oshkosh was another one. What is it? Winnipeg? So it's another part of it. It's like a little small town in Wisconsin, but that one have a big turnover too. It's not a big turnover. It's just they open and then they close it. So when they get enough people, they close it right away. So that was another issue too. Then Veneris of Wisconsin, that's another one too as well. They needed help up that far, but they get them and close them. So I submitted myself to another contract. I wait to hear back. I hope on Monday morning my recruiter will actually email me, text me, fax me, call me, something, like let me know like what's the deal out. But yeah, I submitted myself. The companies I used was Trinity Staff Groups, customer staff, customer health staff. That's another one. And Uniti Med. Uniti Med. That's what it is. Uniti Med. But Uniti Med, I submit myself to majority all the contracts up that way, and I got majority no or no answer at all. So at that, for that one, my recruiter ghosted me, and I left that one alone. But yeah, I saw another one through GLC groups. They also have some contracts too. You gotta subscribe to they group and all this extra stuff, and their application is long. Like, that's too long for all that information that you really don't even need. You want to know my whole lifestyle for a contract? Nah. But yeah, I submit myself to about 3 contracts. So yeah, wait to hear back. Once I hear back, and I will let you know. But this is your girl Latanya. Click subscribe, leave a notification, and I will talk to y'all later. Y'all take care. Bye bye.